This is Dean, who's Pete's possibly best friend. One of them. Probably the only one, to be honest with you. Yeah. Pete, how long have you... Dean, how long have you actually known Pete for?
I would say now 12 years. All of the kids, yeah, about 12
right.
years.
Okay, so...
I sort of got to know Pete through work, basically, because I came from another part of the company and probably on the same shift as Pete. And we went from there, and I sort of started playing golf with Pete, and that's when we become close. Very close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Okay. Golfing buddies.
Yeah.
So obviously he has a tough life with the boys. For people watching this, because what I'm trying to do is to speak to people like you and convince people watching this and listening to the show on the radio that we need to dig deep and help people like this. Not just the Rayner family, incidentally, but loads of families like them across Cumbria. Yeah. This is what it's about. So. Difference. Have you got children yourself?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So difference between having normal, healthy kids and kids like the twins.
Well, the thing is, I've only done a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, come up and help Pete and Dawn out, and they wanted to go out, and I've given them a couple of hours respite. And I go home, and after 3 hours, I am absolutely shattered. Shattered, because it's constant. The fits, constant. You're up and down. You've got to keep them entertained constantly, whilst with your own family, your own kids, you set them a whatever, and then they play themselves for
sit down, watch the telly, go and play football, whatever you do, do it, and then
But with Pete, you're constantly with them. Yeah. Constantly ties you out. That's what I've found with Pete. Pete's constantly tired.
Yeah, yeah. And on top of obviously working
well, he's a charge hand as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So. He's got that responsibility at work.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, in the mornings when he tells me, when I've come to pick him up, he says, rough night. I said, what do you mean? He says, well, we were in 4 different beds. Yeah. I was in 4 different beds when I went to bed because they're constantly up, round, in, out. He says, I'm just shattered, constantly shattered.
So it's the rest that we're trying to achieve. That's the sort of target of this campaign, is the rest to get the £100,000 to refurbish the respite centre and therefore to give Dawn and Peter and families like them a rest, which is what they need more than anything. Yeah. And of course the old adage there, but for the grace of God go I, because I think people don't really realise if you've got your health, you've got everything.
They don't, especially at work, and because we work with a gang of 8 lads, and they don't actually see it. They don't see what he's going through. So if he has to time off, took sick because he's that worn out, worn down, you hear a few of the lads giving a bit of, back chat about him, and I stick up for them, like you said, with walking around in his shoes, because you just couldn't do it. No. I mean, no wonder he's like he is, because you wouldn't be able to do it unless they do it. Because I would be the same until I did it for a couple of hours, and what they go through.
Be a good idea to, like us, to come here today and experience what it's like. 1 minute can be relatively calm, the next minute it's just everything goes up in the air, and you don't know what's going to happen. But it's nobody's fault. It's just the way it's landed for them, for the Rayner family, and indeed for other families as well.
I have 2 of them.
Yeah, and they're big lads as well. I wouldn't like to stand in front of them.
I got a smack off one of them.
I bet that hurt.
Nearly knocked me out.
I bet that hurt. Yeah. Okay. What would you like to say finally, Dean, for anybody watching this and listening to this? Why do you think that people should dig deep and help?
Oh, definitely dig deep. Definitely help. I mean, the parents they definitely need a respite from what they do, because it's 24/7. And I work with Pete, and I've seen him really, really right down in his boots. So it's just a case of giving them a bit of a break. They've got to have a break.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they can break down. If the parents break down, then there's no help for the kids. They've got to be up right on top of the game to look after them.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Dean, that's Pete's mate, and we would love you to help us, please, on the Give Us a Break campaign to help with a respite centre in this area, to help lots of families, not just the Rayners, lots of them like them. Thank you very much in advance, and details of how you can contribute coming up right now.